Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. This is Jordan with Jordan's Tech Talk. I made a video today comparing an iPhone 14 Pro Max versus an iPhone 13 Pro camera. Starting out, I did some 4K 60 video. In the first slide, you'll see everything that you hear in there is from the 14 Pro Max microphone, so keep that in mind. It was super windy out today as well, so it's kind of an interesting thing to test. My findings today, I expected these cameras to be extremely close, and they definitely are. I do notice some color differences on them, but outside of that, they're extremely close. If you're upgrading from a 13 Pro to a 14 Pro, you may not see a giant leap. However, if you're coming from an older device, like maybe the 10R, iPhone 11, I came from an iPhone 12 Pro as well, so I definitely do see some differences, some improvements for sure. One other thing, I did take everything in the standard 12 megapixel one-time zoom. I didn't do anything today on the Pro Raw 48 megapixels, so you can definitely squeeze some more out of this 14 Pro Max if you choose to do so. Take a look at this, see what you guys think. Any comments, leave them below for me. Also, if you have any suggestions or ideas on things you'd like me to compare with some of these phones, feel free to let me know. Thanks. Hello there. We're going to be doing some 4K 60 video comparison, looking at an iPhone 14 Pro Max versus an iPhone 13 Pro. I unfortunately do not have the Max version of the 13, or I would show you that too, but just a couple quick shots here, see how this thing goes. It's tremendously windy out, so it'll be a good test for that. Sunlight a bit. I guess you kind of get to see the stabilization here. I'm not running or anything, but walking over some train tracks. There goes a cat. Lots of stray cats down here. Everything you see on the left-hand side is going to be the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The right-hand side is the iPhone 13 Pro. They are super close, I'll tell you right now. I did notice a couple of differences in some of the colors on it, but I would also say some of the focusing was a little bit different. The only thing that really kind of threw me off, I took a selfie, and I don't know if I've got the angle a little bit different or what, but the pictures look so far different from one another. But outside of that, they're super, super close. But take a look here, see what you guys think about this. I took everything outside. I did the 1X. I tried to not zoom on anything other than tap to focusing on the screen for certain subjects. I left them pretty much in stock form. I noticed the blues are a bit deeper on the 13 Pro compared to the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I'm not sure if it was the angle. I was trying to do portrait mode on this one on both phones by focusing on a spot on the ground in front of me. I think the iPhone 13 Pro, I really like the look of that picture better. Just kind of look at the background, how you can see the train tracks running and the colors and everything. I got to give it to the 13 Pro on that one. This one looks almost exactly the same. I can hardly tell any difference at all. Like I mentioned earlier, these phones are so close. You'll see some minor differences here and there, but overall, they're both great. Here's that selfie I had mentioned. I'm not sure why. There's just a big difference between these two. I think my angle is a little bit off, so maybe it was just enough that the sunlight was kind of hitting me different, but my face looks to be a completely different color and different shape. I'm not the most photogenic person in the world, but yeah, I don't know. I like the way my face looks better on the 14 Pro. I think it's a little bit more natural, but that kind of warm tone is cool looking on the 13, so not sure which one I prefer on these. Here's another one, very, very close. I do see a difference in the blue and the sky in the background, and also on the pink. I noticed on the 13 Pro that pink is a little deeper for some reason, whereas it's lightened up a little bit on the 14 Pro Max. I think I got a better focus on the 13 Pro on this specific picture. This shot is very close. The only major difference I noticed, if you look at the wall in the background, that red and yellow seem to be a little deeper on that 13 Pro. I'll have to pay more attention next time I'm out taking some pictures and see which one of these is actually more realistic. These are both pretty close also, but definitely take a look at that blue in the sky. Again, deeper blue on that iPhone 13 Pro. I can hardly tell any difference at all on this one. I noticed that blue is deeper on that one also. And then look at that tree down there in the bottom left-hand corner. There's some red in it or some orange. You kind of see a little bit deeper red or orange on that 13 Pro. Here's another one that's nearly identical. I can see hardly any difference between these. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the iPhone 14 Pro Max versus the iPhone 13 Pro camera. Very quick video. I am definitely still learning how to make these and how to edit them and everything else. So I appreciate you bearing with me on the lower quality production here. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate any subscriptions. The likes, appreciate it as well. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining Jordan with Jordan's Tech Talk.